YouTube. I am Pinstar, and this is City Skylines Strategy and Tactics, episode 16. So, our last episode was, we finally fleshed out our first home region, and we have purchased a brand new one. A new canvas, if you will. Wow, look at all that crap that has been flowing out of our two sewage pipes down here. Yeah, they keep track of that. Oh, they keep track of that. Well, luckily we still have our clean water up here, so any additional aqua we can draw from there and pipe it down. Right then, so 2 episodes ago, I think, I had mentioned that I wanted to show you my new Weeping Willow Zone, but this really wasn't fertile ground to plant one. But now we have highways. We have double highways here, and this is where you plant Weeping Willow Zones. What's a Weeping Willow Zone, you might ask? Well, I actually did a video on that specific zone. I'll put a link to it in the description here. But for today, I will be showing you myself, because we're going to be doing a lot of them. We're going to be experimenting with these Weeping Willow Zones and seeing how many replications of them we can squeeze into an area and how they interact with each other. That will be sort of the guiding strategy for this plot, if you will. So, let's get started with our very first Weeping Willow Zone and our breaking ground of our new area. So, looks like our demand is asking for some residential. So, we're going to make our first Weeping Willow Zone a residential one. Now, to plant your Weeping Willow Zone, what we're going to do is we're going to find a side of the highway. I'm going to choose this one right here, because I was doing some testing before, and there's just barely enough room up here to contain the top of the zone, and just barely enough room over here to contain the side of it, which is good, because that way we don't lose a lot of space to inefficiency. We might need to do a little demolishing up here, but this isn't a really economically critical area. And, hey, it plugs right into our Skyway network, which is good. Alright, so let's get started here. Let's put the trunk, let's say about maybe here. Alright, so we're going to go up 4 lengths. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. See what I mean by it barely fits it? So yeah, we're probably going to be demolishing this road here, modifying the zones up here a little bit. But we are not plugging these into here, because that's going to create a lot of through traffic. No, everyone who's coming and going from this zone, unless they're doing it on foot, in which case, yeah, they can use the Skyway, they're doing it through the highway. And some mass transit, but we'll get into that one later. Okay, so after you've made your trunk 4 lengths wide, we're going to do 2 lengths on the side here, like so. 2 lengths out on the side here, like so. We're going to grab our curved road tool. Oops. We're going to go out 1 length, click, and then go down a length, like so. So that way we don't run into the little highway thingy here. Do the same thing on this side. Go out a length, click, go down a length, like so. Then we're going to go back to our straight road tool here. Draw this straight down to the highway, like so. Draw you straight down to the highway. But you're not going to stay like that, because I'm going to demolish exactly 1 length of you. Re-click here. Do the, we'll get you sloped so you can jump over the highway here. Go to our curved road. Click, page down, and there we go. Good enough. Alright, so now we can bail out on a different direction in the highway here, which is awesome. Alright, so now that's the outer shell of our Weeping Willow Zone, and you know what, here, just to save some sanity here, we're going to be demolishing this whole road, that whole road, that whole road. We'll knock out these little buildings here, these. We'll do some repairs to the area as we complete the zone here. Okay, so our next step here. By the way, since residential zones care about land value, I'm using tree-lined roads here. So we want this to be kind of a posh-ish area. So similar to Founders Falls. Alright then, so we're going to grab the bidirectional road here. We want to pull it up so that it... Oh yeah, we gotta go back to the straight line tools here. We want it so that it rubs up against the highway and gives us all 4 tiles worth of stuff like that. Perfect. And up here. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to go up a little bit here. Nope. We want it so that there's actually a gap. See this 1 tile gap right here? We want that. I'll show you why in just a second. We're going to go over here, and we're going to do the exact same thing for this one. Pull it out to here, and pull it out to here. See, again, we're maximizing our zone coverage here. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to make a little recycle road so that people going out on this side, if they want to go back to the zone, they can bail out with a one-way road here. That way they don't have to get on the highway and then try and find a way to U-turn and get back onto the road here. Okay, so that is step 1. Step 2 is the placement of buildings here. Now, the original build of this requires the Japanese Zen garden, and I went to record this episode, and it decided, I'm going to randomly delete the Zen garden from your game, because why not? You know, it's only your favorite new park here. I've done crazy amounts of things to try and get it back. It is not. Luckily, a modder by the name of Dexter created a 1.12 version of the Zen Garden. All this really does is changes the entrance point to the front rather than the middle, so it doesn't look like pedestrians are walking into the koi pond. Now, even with this, the textures don't look 100% right, so there must be something wrong with my texture files here. I'll get to the bottom of it, but functionally speaking, it does what we need to do. And what we needed to do is a 4x4 park here. And we're going to put it 8 tiles in this middle section, 8 tiles away from the trunk here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right there. And we're going to put another one on the other side. I love these things for this zone. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Beautiful. They're a good framing device for the next section here. Now, as far as services go, we do need all the services because this is way the heck out of range of everybody. But we knew that. We're fine with that. All right, so we're going to throw down a El Cheapo clinic here. We are going to throw down an El Cheapo fire department. An El Cheapo police department, and that's all you really need. You do not need to spring for the bigger varieties of these. And then lastly, for death care, the crematorium does not actually make any pollution, despite having smokestacks in it, and no noise pollution. There's no real NIMBY effects to it. So I'm going to go ahead and plop one right here because it does. I mean, you could throw down a cemetery, but it just takes up so much space. These are much better. Granted, they do eat $900 a week, so they are a bit more expensive to use. But we're going to be doing lots of high density here, so we'll be making up for it. And they have their own hearses that they can just pull people right into them. So anyone who dies in this area will go right into the fire. We don't need to worry about emptying cemeteries. Okay, step 3 is going to be our path system, our skyway system. Yeah, this is a very this zone is going to have just as many skyways as it has roads. Alright, so what we're going to do here is we're going to plant skyways in this intentionally created space here in the middle. All 3 rows here. Crossing the middle road, yes, I know that's going to step on a couple of zonable tiles. That's by design. And you do want to make sure that this one only occupies 1 row of tiles here, like so. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take the ends here and have them go down to the ground and, whoops, have them plug themselves into these side roads, like so. There we go. Same on this side. That. And that. And that. Beautiful. Alright, but we aren't done yet. We've got a lot more good stuff to do. Alright, so now we got to connect them to each other, and I like to do this over here on the side of the Japanese garden, away from the spine here. The trunk, if you will. So we're just going to link them up like that. Again, making sure that they only step on one tile's worth of zoning. We are knowingly sacrificing some zone area here, but we don't want to sacrifice any more than one row's worth per length of this, because then you start losing financial efficiency. Alright, perfect. Now the next thing is we're going to extend this actually so that it actually floats out here in the middle of the highway section right here. It might not seem like a terribly logical place to put it at the moment, but there's a method to my madness that you'll see once we start planting more weeping willows. Alright. Now, as a sort of a special circumstance here, I do want to plug this into our skyway over here. Yeah, that's pretty good right there. We'll have you go down here, have you go down here. And yeah, we're going to have you just touch the road here so that people can get into the skyway by the ground or by the air over here. That should do well. A few more things that we need to do to let people onto the skyway. On the other side of the Japanese garden, we are going to plant these little offshoots here. Again, making sure they only eat up one row's worth. Go. Get one going up here. Basically, the handier you make it for people to get onto the skyway, the more likely they are to actually use it. The more people using the skyway, the fewer people using cars or buses or anything that clogs up your roads. Oop, see, we stepped on 2 rows of tiles here, so that deserves a redo. Gotta be careful. Otherwise, the economy and efficiency of this zone decreases. Okay, beautiful. Beautiful. I think we are in good shape here as far as skyways goes. Now, one more little bit of addition. See how these little road nubs connect in, are really close by here? All you have to do is sacrifice 3 ground tiles and you can connect them right up to the road. That's kind of inspired by this little trick that I developed way back at the beginning of Ficklewood's life. This is right next to another road here. Let's sacrifice 3 tiles and connect them right up. So, same ideology there, just sort of expanding on it. And I think it is worth the sacrifice of 3 tiles. And sometimes not even 3 tiles, because only that one tile was usable. Alright, you're connected, you're not connected. Beautiful. Okay, and we don't need to connect this one because it's the bailout road here has built-in sidewalks, so it's like it's connected naturally. Okay, so we've got our services, we've got ourselves our skyway connections. Oh wait, no, one more set of skyway connections are needed here, right here in the middle. So we start on the ground, hit page up, and then we circle it around so that it goes there, and then same idea but different side here. Forming like a little nucleus here. Now, what we want to put in here is a metro station. A Pinstar, you don't have any other metro stations. You would be correct. I don't, yet. But this zone really thrives off of metro stations, and we've been putting off our metro system for far too long. So rather than introduce busing to the area, I think we're going to go all metro here. So we're going to put a metro station here. We're going to start somewhat modest here. We're gonna link it up here to Boomtown. We're going to put a metro station right here in the middle of Boomtown and have it right next to Boomtown's skyway here, so that people can get to it quite easily. Do I have the cash for this? Well, I have the cash for the station. We'll see about the others. Let me do zoning first here. So yeah, we don't need offices here. We don't need low density. No siree Bob. In fact, this is going away. That's going away. Yeah, actually, I'm okay with this. You know, we get the full zoning from here, full zoning from here, and a little space in between, but not too much in the way of wasted space. In fact, why don't we put it to use? Why don't we make a little path right here? Plug you in right there. And heck, here, we'll do the same thing for right here. Yeah, we'll link you up to right here, so that people over in this neck of the woods can go do that. All right, we still got to clean up here. And yeah, this is the beauty of this zone is it can handle high density. Everything being high density, it can handle it. No problemo. It does not care too badly about that. Oh yeah, let me do this a little bit more efficiently. Much better. A few other things I got to do here, just to improve quality of life stuff. I do need to upgrade the natural highway here from non-walled to walled to cut down on the noise pollution of just the passing traffic. Space already occupied. But I'm trying to upgrade the highway. Alright, well, that's good enough. Still got plenty of money. Let's lay down some trees here. That's too big. We need a... No, I already clicked on that one. Yeah, that's a good one. So we're just going to make a big old line of trees right here to help enhance the noise canceling effect of our highway here. That way, minimal amounts of noise makes their way over to our residential zone, even once this section of highway gets really, really busy as our town grows and expands and what have you. Probably do the same for this road, because it's sort of a connector. Just to keep the noise pollution complaints down. What's the noise pollution look like over here? Not too bad. This thing's kind of noisy, but I already have the trees for it. Because this dang thing, more and more, I'm tempted to knock this thing over and be gone with it, because I don't really need the megawatts, but it is kind of an iconic thing. So actually, let me know in the comments if I should keep this little the original power source to Ficklewood, or if I should knock it out in the name of efficiency and effectiveness. Okay, so we've got our zoning, we've got our trees, we've got all that other fun stuff. Is this covered by garbage? It is. Good. So garbage trucks can access the highway, get to here, bring it back. All good. Actually, can it bring it back? That's a good question. And the answer to that is maybe. Oh yes, yes it can, because they can go up and out and here, and then back up here. So yes, garbage trucks can bring the garbage back. So yeah. Oh, right. One other thing I gotta drop down here is we gotta get some coverage here for an elementary school. And don't have the money for a high school yet. That's okay. Actually, what is our high school effectiveness? And not gonna touch that area. College effectiveness, also not going to touch it. But you know what? We have enough college students coming this way. I'm not going to buy another university just for this zone. They're getting their own. We got this garbage truck's like, what the F? Where the heck am I going? Oh right, water. They might want water. Silly zones. And their requests for water. That's better. There we go. Alright. Oh yeah, let's get that replanted up there. Yes, even the modded one, it's supposed to look like the original Japanese garden, but for some reason all the pink trees are gone from mine. So there must have been something that got deleted or corrupted in my object file. But I mean, their gameplay effectiveness is about the same as the vanilla Japanese garden. Oof, that took a chunk out of my thing. Yeah, we laid down a bunch of services, but we have not received the requisite. Not everyone has moved here yet. Oh yeah, and we got to connect up our metro stations. Otherwise, they're just gonna sit there wasting money. Can we afford the tubing? Ooh, yes, yes we can. All right, we're gonna start out with a real simple route, just A to B, and back again. We will start introducing more stops. Probably Atlas Park, and then Steel Canyon in there. Might throw one down for Founders Falls, but we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, these guys are gonna like that, especially since. Oh yeah, it's emptying. These are all probably going to get workers now, since all these guys are going to start out as uneducated. And then that means they're going to want to commute here anyway, so yeah, that's going to work out quite nicely for them. Alright, let's kick this up and see how things grow. Oh yeah, we got to make a new district here, because this is definitely its own beast. This is absolutely its own beast. So yeah, we're going to push you both back here. There we go. Perez Park. And let's check our policies here. Let's see. Let's throw down some recycling. Parks and Rec, we want those parks to be a thing. Recreational use, absolutely. We're going to throw down some free public transport just to encourage people to take that Metro liner. I'm okay with losing out on that. Taxation, we'll leave that alone for now. We could throw down, you know what, let's... Well, hang on. Let's see how valuable the zone gets on its own without the high-tech housing, and then we'll make the judgment call of whether or not we want to throw down high-tech housing or not. All right, so things are looking good here. Like I said, everyone's nice and covered. It's just a matter of getting enough residential demand to start fleshing this zone out. Yeah, we already got level 2s here. And we are adding quite a bit of population to our city, so yeah, all this nonsense should make itself go away. Yeah, see, look, that when you see that little happy face there, and then a reconstruction, that was a previously abandoned zone that unabandoned itself and just recreated it. So once we start seeing some industrial demand here, we're going to see some good stuff. Let's see how our skyways are doing. Ah, see, people are using them. They see them. They want to use them. It's happy time. Oh no. Metro station. How are we doing? Not a lot of usage yet. I am debating if I want to throw down a bus line or not. Do I want to throw down some bus lines? Really don't, because it's going to have to cross the heart of the city to get here for everything except for Boomtown. But even with that, I'd rather use them. I'd rather them do the metro, because I want them to get used to the metro. I do not want them to keep relying on buses if they do not have to. All right, looks like our income's recovered now that our zone's starting to develop. But it's not even fully developed yet. We're going to get a lot more money from this zone. I probably am going to key on the high-tech buildings because this is all high density. It's a lot more worth it because you have to pay for that on a per building basis. What are you doing? You're like a lone house just holding out, preventing development and all that. I think what I'm going to do with this little patch here is make a little shopping center for our residents here to go shopping, because there's not a lot of good shopping areas close by for them. So yeah, actually, let me go do that right now. Now, obviously, we can't make a full, a proper Weeping Willow Zone, but we can make something similar in spirit. Yeah, the commercials are going to have to eat up some of the pollution here. They'll live. I wonder if it would behoove me to connect this up to here. Be interesting to try. Well, we'll see. Let's see here. If we do a 6-lane road here, no, we're not upgrading, or in that case, downgrading. Well, we could send them... Here's an idea. What if we set the exit to the commercial to here, just so they can just get spat out and use the same exit ramp here? Heck, if traffic becomes an issue, I could upgrade this to a highway rather than just a one-way 2-lane road. And then from here... Yeah, this will let me get a little tree barrier. Now, do I want to? Yeah, let's do a little roundabout here. Well, you know what? I'll try this. I'll give it a shot. See if they don't behave themselves, then they're losing this two-way road. If everyone starts trying to take shortcuts, then yeah, we don't want that happening. All right, that space already occupied. Can I go down this way? Yes, I can. But no, I'd rather have everything come off of here. Could make this a 6-lane if we're going to go down that route. And yeah, we'll plug you into here so that people, if they need to get off the highway going the other direction, they can go down that little kitty corner. We'll see if this becomes a nightmare or not. And as far as walkways goes, yeah, let's just plug you in. Just walk you on the ground. We don't need to get all fancy skyway-y. There we go. And they don't even need to go that far if they want to drive this, just because. Alright, let's get some commercial zones here. We'll try the high density, and again, see if they behave themselves or not. I don't see this being the most high wealth of commercial zones, but yeah. We're going to make this one an office, because offices are not noisy. Commercial zones are. And we will throw down some trees in the middle here to block out some of that noise. Alright. So how is this zone going to develop? How's Perez Park going to do for us? Is the traffic going to make itself better or worse? Is our metro lines going to start seeing use? Find out next time. So if you like this video and want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment, good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback is always welcome. So until next time, this has been Pinstar, signing out. See ya.